Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So I think I might have found one of the best deals I have ever seen online for the Thermarest NeoAir XLite. So this is the mat I have right here in this box. So if this thing is actually comfortable, it might even replace my old and trusty Nemo Flyer mat. So the main objective here is trying to save some weight. So this one here is 880 grams. The Thermarest, it's 480. This is the large version. So that's almost half kilo. So I think it's worth to give it a try. I really hope this thing is going to be comfortable. So as you can see, the box is still fully sealed. I haven't opened the box yet. So we're going to open the box right now and I'm going to tell you what are my first impressions about this mat. So here we go. There it is. It already feels lighter, definitely than this one. So as you can see, this is the large one. The size is large. This is the biggest one you can get. That actually feels really light. First comparison side by side with my Nemo. It's pretty much half of the size of the Nemo. It's tiny. Better be comfortable. I like it already, I like the size of it. Okay, here's the bag. So it does have a bag, that's really nice. And I think this is the pump sack for inflating it. So it does have an instruction here. So there's actually some stuff inside the bag here. Let's have a look. So we've got alcohol wipes. Tier 8 patch, type A. So there's two here. There's some alcohol wipes. I think there's an instruction manual to that one. Then we've got the instructions for the wing lock valve and a user guide and warranty information. Okay, let's try to inflate the mat with the provided pump sack. So all you have to do according to the instructions, just open the valve here. So this black cap is gonna pop out. Then I'm gonna put this one on top. So here's the connector. So I think all you have to do, blow some air and fold it in. Number 7. I reckon it's going to take about 20 with the large one. So I've got the mat fully inflated. I think it took me about 30 pumps to have it to the firmness that I like, but I'm not sure, it might be a little bit too firm. So it's going to be a first check. It's actually, the thickness is actually much thicker than this one. So my whole body easily stays on the mat. Yeah, it's very, very comfortable. I'm actually very pleasantly surprised so far. So the first impressions is very positive. I'm quite happy with it. But before I'm going to make a final decision, I want to spend one night sleeping on this mat, which will be tonight. And at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you whether I'm keeping this mat or not. So as you noticed, when I was unboxing, I purchased this mat from the Amazon and I paid 260 Australian dollars. So I'm going to put the link to that listing in the description of that video. But the thing you have to keep in mind that the price, for some reason, the price is just basically going up and down constantly. So if you want to buy this mat, just keep an eye on it. But if you compare it to the other retailers that are selling this exact mat in the same size, I'm going to tell you what are the prices in a couple of stores. So for example, backpacking light, $571, paddy paddling, $560, ultralight gear, $504, and Snow is the cheapest from all the major retailers, $470. So as you can see, the prices are quite steep. I'm not sure why do they have such a big markups on this product and Amazon can sell it for $200+. So I think this is a good deal, and it's so far, like, my first impressions are overall very positive. So there's another reason why I purchased this mat, not just the weight. It also has a higher R value of 4.5 compared to Nemo, which is 3.2. I'm gonna put them side by side so you can see the difference in the thickness. So this one is self-inflating mat. So if you leave the valve open for a little bit, it should self-inflate, but not fully. You still have to give it a couple breaths to fully inflate it. So we're gonna put them side by side. I'm gonna show you the difference. So here's a side-by-side comparison between the Thermarest and the Nemo. I think the Nemo is slightly wider. I'm gonna put the dimension and everything on the screen so you can see it. But it seems to me that the Thermarest it's slightly longer, maybe a couple centimeters longer, but the Nemo seems to be slightly wider. In terms of the thickness, the Thermarest is much thicker than this one. This one's more spongy because it's a mat. Like this one's much firmer. This one's much softer. But the thickness, Thermarest wins here with the thickness, much thicker mat. And in terms of the comfort, as you can see, this one's doesn't move that much. Doesn't like lifts when you press on it. This one sort of lifts up. This one is a mat, so it's nice and spongy. It's super comfortable. As you can see, when you're sitting, it's just everything sort of lifts up. But it's not too bad. So I'm gonna give you a final verdict tomorrow morning. I'm gonna spend one night sleeping on this mat tonight. So I spent the night sleeping in a Thermarest, and here are some of my impressions. So the first thing I noticed was that the pad was surprisingly quiet. I read some reviews online of people saying that it sounds like a packet of chips, which definitely wasn't my experience. It didn't bother me when I rolled around. Another thing I noticed that the side sleeping wasn't quite comfortable. I was expecting that. I was also seen the reviews that this is not the best pad for the side sleepers, but the solution is quite simple. You just have to release a little bit of pressure from the mat, and that gives you more cushion when you put your shoulders into the mat. So side sleeping not the best, but a little bit better when you release some of the air from the mat. So compared to the Nemo, I really like the extra 3 centimeters length of the Thermarest. Even though the Nemo is slightly wider, both pads are wide enough for me, so it doesn't really matter. The length is actually something that I enjoyed a little bit more on the Thermarest. So in terms of overall comfort, I will give a rating of 3.5 out of 5. The Nemo is still easily 5 in terms of the comfort. I haven't found anything that can match the comfort of this pad. I think the combination of the mat and inflated pad is just the best of both worlds. That said, the comfort is only part of the equation. I really want to save some weight, and I've seen some other inflatable pads which might be more comfortable than the Thermarest. They have a bit of a slightly different design, better for the side sleepers, but they're about 680 grams, 700 grams in the size that I want. So if I'm going to save 200 grams versus the Nemo, I might as well keep the Nemo. So the Thermarest really makes sense just because it's almost half of the weight of the Nemo. So at the moment I'm leaning towards actually keeping the Thermarest for the multi-day adventures, but I haven't made a final decision yet. I'm gonna spend one more night sleeping on a mat. So if you have this pad yourself, maybe you can give me some tips and suggestions, long-term review from your end, whether you have some issues on multi-day hikes with this pad, whether you have some problems with the valve. I heard there's lots of people complaining about the valve issue, that it malfunctions after some time. So let me know what's your experience with the Thermarest. And I'm gonna take this one under consideration as well. I really want to make sure I have a best experience on the trail, and maybe you can give me some advice whether I should actually keep this pad as a side sleeper, or maybe you can suggest something else that is better within a reasonable weight. I don't want it to be too heavy. So I would really like to hear from you in the comments. And I think that's it for this video. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one, and I'll let you know soon whether I'm gonna keep this mat or whether I'm just gonna stick to my old and trusty Nemo Flyer. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.